Alright guys, today we are going to make a video about my 2018 440i. A lot of you guys have asked me about the different mods on the car. In this video I'm not going to go into too many specifics, but I am just going to show you everything I've done to the car. So hopefully this answers some of the more basic questions from people that are curious. Now, as always, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I use my videos to help keep you updated on the latest developments in our community, as well as discuss technical topics so you have a better understanding of how our engines work. So if you like that, subscribe to stick around because there will be more coming out in the future. So what we're going to do is start with the outside, then we'll take a look at the interior, and then we will pop the hood and look at the engine bay. So starting up front, I have these dual slat grills. I got these from eBay. They're just gloss black, pretty simple. And then I also have the IND painted reflectors. And I think together, honestly, those two things clean up the front end pretty dramatically. Those were the first two things that I did on the car. I actually had them waiting at home when I picked it up. And it just looks so much cleaner without the chrome and, you know, the yellow indicators and stuff. So highly recommend those. They're cheap. You can get them together for like $100. Then down low we have the Keys Motorsports front lip. You guys trolled me into getting this one after a while. It took me a while to get that, but I've had pretty good luck with it, even though the car is pretty low. It's really strong, much stronger than the carbon fiber one, and it's not as likely to like crack or bend. I've had this one for over a year and had pretty good luck with it. Up here you can also kind of see this line. So this is my XPEL clear bra, and I only did the front 1/3 of the hood, the fenders, I did the full bumper, and I did the mirrors. And I did that because I knew that black cars have a lot of issues with rock chips and stuff, especially in the past. Worked really great until I lowered it, and then I started getting rock chips like just above the line. So I do definitely wish I had gone ahead and done the whole front end, but I got a really good deal on it, so that's why I just kind of went that route. I also have tinted windows. I have 40% on the windshield and 20% on the sides. Yes, it's hard to see out of at night. I just don't really care. If I need to, I'll roll down the windows or whatever, but I like the look more than I'm bothered by the inconvenience. And then a lot of you guys, this is probably the main question that you're looking for. So my wheels are Volk Racing ZE40s. The actual spec I have is discontinued, but you can still find similar specs for the M3 and M4 or like the Civic Type R. These are 18s, so I have 18 by 8.5 up front, 18 by 9.5 in the rear, and then it's 30 offset in the front and 40 offset in the rear. So these were specifically made for F30 and F32 cars, and that's why I feel like it pretty much fits perfect. Then I also have Hankook RS4 tires. They're summer tires, like a 200 treadwear tire. They're pretty aggressive, good for track days and stuff like that. Even though I don't really track the car, it's great on the road, and it allows me to drive pretty aggressively without having a lot of traction issues. So the fronts are 245/40 and the rears are 285/35. So nice aggressive setup. And then you can also see the F80 rotors. So if you guys are interested in the brackets to make this work with your stock brakes, message me. Just a reminder, I do sell those. Works great, looks great, no regrets there. And then of course the car is lowered, so it's on KW V1 coilovers. In the rear it's as low as it'll go. In the front I have room to go lower. I've actually had to raise it up after installing the front lip and stuff. So yeah, depending on how slammed you want to be, this might meet your needs, but you kind of just have to decide for yourself. Now coming to the back, we have literally my favorite mod. I'll talk more about this in another video, but I have the Blackline Euro spec LED taillights. So my car did come with the LCI LED taillights, but these are the Blackline ones that they started putting on, I think, in 2019. So they have a slightly darker housing, and then also the European lights have the amber turn signal. So right now it almost looks pink. Normally it pretty much just looks red. It just kind of depends on how direct the lighting is, but when it actually flashes, it flashes amber. So I really like that touch. It's not something that we get in the US because our turn signals are always red on our taillights. Now down below we also have the eBay diffuser. I bought it from somebody used, so I don't know where exactly he got it, but I'm pretty sure it was eBay because he sold it to me for very cheap. And then a lot of people also ask me about my exhaust tips or my exhaust setup. All I have is a muffler delete, so it's like a $200 setup, really cheap. I did it, like I said, within the first year of owning the car just to get a little more noise. And I bought these exhaust tips from eBay. They're 4-inch and they're welded onto my exhaust. So it's not really anything special. I just looked at it and felt like 4-inch would fit. And when they installed it, it did. So yeah, it worked out. But no, they're not designed for like stock exhaust, or it's not like an aftermarket exhaust that you have to get with a 4-inch tip. Most exhausts offer like a 4-inch or 102 millimeter exhaust tips if you want them, or you can just buy some that clamp onto whatever exhaust you have if you want a similar look. All right, now let's go ahead and go inside the car. Like I said, this car is pretty much stock. I haven't done anything to the interior. Actually pretty proud because I spec'd the car how I wanted, so I didn't feel like I needed to do a bunch of stuff to make it look the way I wanted. So just M Sport steering wheel, M Sport shift knob. I do have the digital cluster. It came from the factory with that, so unfortunately I can't help you guys that are interested in trying to retrofit it or something. It was $350 when I ordered it, so I don't know why it's like over $1,000 in the aftermarket, but if you got it from the dealer, like when you ordered your car, it was only a $350 option, so I'm happy I got that. I also have a Uniden R3 radar detector. Has been working well for a very long time. And then I have, of course, my Blackvue dash cam, so also works really well. If you guys are interested in a dash cam, check out the link in the description and use my discount code for 10% off. All right, now let's look at the main party trick. What's under the hood? All right, so this is what's under the hood of my car. I have a DOCRace turbo kit with an EFR 8374 turbo. It's making somewhere between 600 and 650 horsepower right now. Last time I dynoed, it made 627, but we have changed the tune a little bit. It should be close, at least, pretty much the same. I also have a Dorch Engineering Stage 2 high pressure fuel pump. I have Precision Raceworks port injection underneath the stock intake manifold. I have my Ross Racing PCV delete, and then in the front of the car, hidden under the bumper, I have my CSF heat exchanger. You can kind of see the beaten up rock guard inside of here, so definitely works from a rock guard perspective. The cooling is, you know, a little bit better, but not necessarily life-changing. I also have a 550i clutch, so basically the one from the early N63 cars. Holds a little bit more torque, but drives like stock, sounds like stock, so it's a really nice upgrade for those that aren't trying to push crazy power. Currently that's my limitation, so if I want to push the car anymore, I'm going to need a bigger clutch and probably an upgraded intake manifold as well. And under here you can see my Milway camber plates, so that helps me dial in my fitment a little bit better. And then underneath, you can't really see, but I also have SPL control arms as well as SPL tie rods. So again, that just kind of helps the overall suspension geometry to make this all work and make it easier for me to drive the car around town without excessive rubbing and things like that. And I think that basically sums it up. That's basically everything that I've done to the car. Like I said, I'll make more specific videos about the wheels and the suspension and stuff in the future, but I just wanted to make a quick video that shows everything I've done to the car. If you guys have any other questions about anything in particular, just leave a comment down below. I don't keep secrets about my build or anything. I don't really have anything to hide. So yeah, hopefully this helps you guys out that were curious. And I'm really happy with the car and how it looks. Everything blacked out or pretty much dark is my kind of style, so no regrets there either. If I had to do it all over again, I'd probably do it the exact same way. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helps. And if you have any other questions or comments, leave them down below. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you have any other questions about the modifications that I've done, I can help you guys out with fitment or anything pretty much. So hopefully this answers your questions. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any other questions or comments, leave them down below.